What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing we're trying to do today is we are playing Eldraine Open Season, or Season of Growth, just kind of mono green aggro pump deck. And that's what we're trying to do here is just mono green, putting giant growths onto creatures, getting down a lot of these really aggressive, really awesome cheap creatures that we do have in the format right now, and not really focus as much as I typically would be on like the hexproof side of things. We do have Barkhide Troll. I'm not bringing in Paradise Druid into this one just because I wanted to try out things like Surfarin, the Hedge Hammer. So to convert mana cost whenever he attacks, another target attacking creature gets +X, where X is the power of Surfrin's power. And so we can pump him up before we go attacking with Giant Growth or something, or as it's triggering. And then you can put it, a Gilded Goose can attack in, because Gilded Goose can attack in as a big flyer. So if we pump up Surfarin, we can swing in with Gilded Goose and hit in for massive amounts of damage. And so I wasn't playing with Gilded Goose initially with this deck. I just barely made that change, but I realized that there's some really good things we can do by pumping up our Gilded Goose. It can just be a really good finisher for us, where they're not going to be as focused on the Gilded Goose. They won't kill it possibly, but if we do have several growth cycles into the graveyard, which then it gets to be like a +7/+7 type of thing, that can do a lot of damage in the air. That's pretty good. And so that's the idea of this deck, is that we are just playing down a bunch of really aggressive creatures. Wildborn Preserver, which can get pumped up. Yorvo, which will get pumped up. Shifting Ceratops, which can come in hasty trample. Protection from blue, awesomeness. And we're just going to be smashing face. That's kind of the goal here. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Victory. Victory, victory, victory. All right, sorry. This looks good. We'll keep it. So I'm in between with Gilded Goose. I don't think we actually need it early game because we don't need that much mana in this deck. So I'm going to go for the aggressive play, Pelt Collector into Wildborn Preserver. Maybe even just like pump Smash on Vice here quickly. All right, Golden Egg. Right, all right, so we're up against the Dance of the Manse deck. Ooh, do we want a second Pelt Collector quick? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. The thing is well, we could pump up the Wildborn Preserver for the next turn as well. We could end up being pretty aggressive here. I'm trying to get in as much damage these next couple turns as possible. I also don't want to overcommit to the board. We can play Gilded Goose and pump up the Wildborn Preserver. That way we at least get some value that's not like Pelt Collector, another creature that we may end up needing. That's pretty good. I could just go for Growth Cycle and Giant Growth here though. In case of a Cry of the Canarium, let's go ahead and Gilded Goose, pump up Wildborn Preserver. And hopefully next turn we can swing in for enough to kill him. I'd like to hold on to at least a couple creatures, I guess. Maybe. If they do bring down Doom Foretold, this is how we can take care of that though. Alright, so X2, grow the Preserver. Swing on in. Alright, gains 3 life. Swinging for 6. Down to 13, past the turn. See if they have the Kaya's Wrath. If they do, we're looking for, I guess, Shifting Ceratops. There's Kaya's Wrath, okay. So land for Shifting Ceratops. There we go. And now, hopefully not Doom Foretold. All right, Temple of Silence. This is going to be a little bit of a difficult matchup for us. Murderous Rider comes down. Boo. All right, Pelt Collector into Barkhide Troll. Now we just hope their hand is a little bit more dead. Past the turn. And Barkhide Troll at least gets... All right, so Oath of Kaya. Probably targeting Pelt Collector. We will grow Pelt Collector. Keeping him alive is more important here. They do gain lots of life, though. We would like Season of Growth here. Season of Growth would be great. That's also not bad. It does grow our Pelt Collector a lot. Again, we are overcommitting to this board a bit now, though. Down to 8, but we do have lethal on board now, past the turn. I guess we had it regardless, right? Plays Murderous Rider. What else you got? If that's it, we win next turn. I do believe with this growth cycle. And another growth cycle. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, swing on in there. Blocks the Yorvo. Growth cycle here. And growth cycle there. Oh, buddy. Yes! Oh, that feels good. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, up against Lewis. Bring it on, Louis. Lewis. Guys, I'm sorry. I always have way too much fun with that kind of stuff. But, alright, I'm just going to say that we're going to have a land. This Gilded Goose is nice. It is pretty... Actually, Surf Aaron with Gilded Goose is at least decent. That's 4 power on the battlefield. So we're going to go for Gilded Goose. Hope that we're going to hit a land along the way here. I only have 20 lands in the deck with Gilded Goose in here, so it should help us ramp up a little bit. It's kind of our extra lands, but with that, we should be hitting other lands along the way. Or not, you know, whatever. Should I go for the Season of Growth just so that if we do get to play creatures, it'll at least work? Let's go for Surf Aaron. I'm going for the greed. All of the greed. This is like... I like to play smart whenever I'm off camera. Whenever I'm on camera, guys, I'm as greedy as it gets. And I like it. So if we can Giant Growth Surf Aaron before we get to the Gilded Goose here, so that's at least a good play there. We get a swing in for 10. All right, swing on in there. Down to 11 past the turn. If we hit land, we can Growth Cycle, basically do the same thing. All right, Murderous Rider on Surf Aaron. Yeah, that's bad. And we would really like a land one of these days. Yeah, pass the turn. Oh, bother. I mean, we still are in this game, though. I would like to hit land. That would be nice. We're like 4 turns behind now. But they're also down to less than half their life total, so... Meh. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. They're going to find a Cauldron Familiar, start gaining life. They can block our stuff. Not the Gilded Goosies, though. Which are growth cycles. I mean, hopefully we can start going off here. Act of Treason. Gets to sacrifice it with the Witch's Oven. Brilliant. It's actually really good. I hadn't thought of that. Now we hit land. Yay. I'm debating if it's better to go for Season of Growth here first, just to make sure we hit more stuff, or if I go for Yorvo. I can also go for Barkhide Troll and actually give it protection. All right, I think we need to be able to actually come back in this game. Let's go ahead and go for Season of Growth first. No attacks past the turn. It's a little bit more greedy, but I'm trying to set up an actual board presence. Like, I feel like we're not going to be able to come back if I don't have card advantage. And so let's go ahead and get the card advantage train going. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. All right, well, we do have Gilded Goose to lose or sacrifice here, and that's fine-ish. I'm guessing they play the other Murderous Rider here. Claims the Firstborn. Dude, with Witch's Oven, that's brilliant. This is actually, and it's a very aggressive strategy. Like, even if you don't have Witch's Oven, with Cauldron Familiar, you can end up doing quite a bit of damage this way. I'm gonna have to try this out. This looks really fun. Yep, sacks the Goosey. Alright, pass the turn. We're just gonna flash in the Wellborn Preserver. This way, Priest of Forgotten Gods doesn't really get something right away until we are already blocking. I mean, I guess if they sack in response to... Alright. We're in trouble. A little bit of trouble. Ooh, they swung in with the Priest? Yes! Don't ever swing in with the priest. They can just sack it, but Sir Farron. I need a Trampley guy at some point. Pelt Collector. Let's go to the bottom there. I want land, really. That's the main thing we need. Alright, block the priest. Guessing they sack it. They gain some life, which is really an issue. We're gonna have to... Hopefully we can actually come back here. Cauldron Familiar is gonna be annoying. They do get to keep pinging us in and doing extra damage with Vindictive Vampire. But I do think that we can be aggressive enough in these next few turns to come back. If we hit land for like Yorvo, yeah. All right, Castle Garenbrig. Let's go for Yorvo. Decline there. Season of Growth number 2. Think we have to go bottom with it. And kind of just hope that we run into him along the way. I think that we have to go for something better right now. Okay, no attacks, pass turn. Another Cauldron Familiar. The benefit is we're going to be able to go wide enough and big enough that we should be fine here. All right, go ahead and block. They actually want this to die. I mean, I guess it's better for them if it does die, because they get an extra ping. So maybe we should have just taken it. This is going to be close, because we have to swing in pretty aggressively as well, but we can't let these guys swing in, or else we die. So if we hit land off the top, Giant Growth is interesting. Alright, swing in with Yorvo. I don't think we can swing in with anything else. Murderous Rider blocks. Yeah, we're fine with that. Just take what we can get. Dies, we lose a life. We do have this food token, which is nice. They can also draw a card. Let's just go Bark Hide Troll. Plus up on Wildborn Preserver. Grow the Yorvo. Yep, take action. +1. This means that we lose the ability to hexproof the Barkhide Troll. No, we need land. I'd like to play Barkhide Troll and maybe be able to still sacrifice the food. Ginger Brute. Ginger Brute actually is really bad for us. And the Cauldron Familiar is also really bad for us, because they can swing in and still sack it for 2. Actually, they have to tap it. Oh, but he has haste. Alright, so if we kill Cauldron Familiar, we take 1, 2... We take the same amount if we didn't block it. Let's go ahead and block it. I don't think we can. Yeah, it can't be blocked. I can't remember if he did it or not. Down to 4. Are we just dead on this turn? They get a sacrifice here. If they were able to also sacrifice with the Ginger Brute. Down to 1. Oh, and then they do have the sack there. Yeah, okay, good game. I forgot that they could sacrifice the Brute for the Cauldron Familiar. That's a really fun looking deck, though. We did. I mean, we were on one land for 3 turns there. We weren't ever really in control there. But I think we still had a chance of coming back. Hey Yuri, bring it on, Yuri. Let's do it. This looks pretty good. We have Season of Growth early on. I wish we were on the play, but this is fine. Get some good pump spells, good creatures. We will keep. I actually do like being able to play Barkhide Troll on turn 3 with a extra land. At the same time, I want the greed of being able to play Yorvo first so that it gets pumped every time you play a green creature. Drop my in there. All right, well, we will play Pelt Collector. We probably will go Barkhide Troll now just to get a little bit more of an aggressive swing in there. All right, Paradise Judley. Barkhide Troll or Season of Growth? Let's go aggro here. Okay, swing in. Offer the trade. I'm doubting that they'll actually take it. Yeah, down to 18, past the turn. Next turn we could just go Giant Growth and Might of Masses. Get them down pretty low. Questing Beast. Uh-oh, that's annoying. It's really annoying. Yeah, no blocks. We'll play Yorvo as a blocker for that. Maybe. Alright, swing in. If they block one of them, we Might have Masses. Actually, I'm not sure which one's better, Might have Masses or Giant Growth. I guess right now Might have Masses is perfect amount, so I should have played the other Pelt Collector first. I was thinking if they didn't block, we could play the Pelt Collector and then Giant Growth, but I forgot that if one of these guys dies, we also get the counter. So that was a misplay. Again, I'm just testing the stack out. I haven't really played it that much. Questing Beast number 2. Oh, goody. Down to 12. All right, play a Pelt Collector. Swing on in there. Okay, Giant Growth. Kill the Questing Beast. Grow this other Pelt Collector. Down to 12 past the turn. If they have another one, that's just straight up ridiculous. Okay, Oko.
Those blind to tyranny.
Oko really doesn't help a ton for them.
And all your
Other than that, we may need to attack him first just to get rid of the blockers. Alright, Barkhide Troll. Actually, we do swing both at Oko here. It gains them basically 6 life. If they trade off with the Paradise Druid, that's okay. They can create a 3/3 blocker, which we can grow cycle through. Shifting Ceratops, okay. And a 3/3. And now it's here is where we need to start just going big.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Let's just go Yorvo. If we hit land next turn, Season of Growth and Grow Cycle will be really good. We get to grow the Pelt Collector. I can swing in at Oko, which will force him to trade off with the Shifting Ceratops. We can actually swing it with everything and still be pretty favorable here. Alright, so if we swing with everything, we absolutely kill Oko. If we trade off with stuff along the way, the issue is they block Shifting Ceratops here. We don't really trade off favorably there. If I just swing with Pelt Collector, they have to block with Shifting Ceratops, which may be worthwhile. What can Oko do? Oko can turn our guys into 3/3s, which actually helps every single one of these guys. The gaining life is annoying. We might just go at their face. Okay, blocks and blocks. Down to 8. I'm not sure that was the best. It creates a food token.
Poison. Trust me.
Okay, Season of Growth. Swing at their face. I mean, they have to block with both here to be alive. No, I guess they don't have to, but we'll swing in. Lark's Yorvo. Yeah, I keep Yorvo alive. Season of Growth, draw a card. Oh man. Titanic Growth. The only real issue we have with this deck is having almost no trample. Alright, pass the turn. And if they can give Pelt Collector, turn him into an elk, it does grow him, but he loses trample, so that could be a good way for them to go here. Nissa.
Through this land, we are all connected.
Is this, interestingly enough, you can actually turn this into a 6/6 by making it not a forest. We do have lethal regardless here now, though. Unless they can, like, flash in. No, even then, Titanic Growth should win it for us. They can gain some life. I guess, so they can create a food token, which will gain them 10 life, so that is a way they stay alive.
Surely you see the humor here.
All right, so he turns it into a 7/7. That's good. Good for us. Yep. Yeah, everything has counters on there. And opponent scoops it up. Yes! Yeah, if he created a food token, he would have at least stayed alive another turn. But not really sure how that would go. Alright, up against Taggedy. I'm bringing on Taggedy. Tagga. Alright, this is definitely keepable. We're gonna go Pelt Collector into Season of Growth. I guess maybe now we just go Gilded Goose into Season of Growth. That way we can play Pelt Collector, Barkhide Troll, and still have the Gilded Goose to give him Hexproof on turn 3. We're going a little bit slow here now, though. Is it worthwhile getting the second Gilded Goose out? It might be. Just for the scry. Giant Growth. Do I want land instead of Giant Growth? Yeah, I think we do. At the same time, though, keeping pump spells with these Gilded Goosies, I mean, I guess they do have a Burial Grazer, but we can swing in with both, pump the other one. And it's good, at least. And we can maybe even maintain that for a while. All right. All these elementals, though, we were just really slow on this start, and they were not. Another Gilded Goose. Okay, how do we actually win this? If we wait too long, I think we're just dead. I think they can come out with bodies pretty consistently with how many cards they have. I think it might be that we just go through the air. Like, that may actually be our best bet. And if we hit a land, we can also play another Gilded Goose or maybe Pelt Collector then. So let's go ahead and swing in. Let's go Growth Cycle this time around. Okay, down to 19, past the turn. Dude, yeah, I'm not sure we can beat this. 3 Risen Reefs. We don't really have a lot of interaction. We're supposed to be a little bit more aggressive than this. And maybe I should have just gone Pelt Collector, Barkhide Troll, so they would at least need to deal with it. The issue was Arboreal Grazer, is that Pelt Collector couldn't even get through it on turn 1, and so I figured Gilded Goose would be better, letting us a little bit chance of ramp. But now, I mean, they basically get to draw their deck next turn. I mean, they're pretty close already. They're about halfway through their deck right now. But with this many lands, that many cards in hand, they'll probably just be finishing it off. I'm going to let them play it out just because it is fun to see awesome decks, you know, but... Can we wait another turn here? I don't even know. All right, let's go Pelt Collector, Barkhide Troll. Auburn Preserver. I think I don't even know what we're digging for. We're letting them win. It's basically what's happening here. Shifting Ceratops. Actually, they do have blockers for it, though. No, we need land. All right, Gilded Goose. Sir Farron would be, I mean, Sir Farron's okay, except that they still get to block with Arboreal Grazer whenever they need to. We'll keep Sir Farron on top, I guess. I was wanting more pump spells. Yeah, pass the turn. We may need Evolution Sage in this deck as well. Yeah, we're done. Evolution Sage could be good just because we have so many counters in this deck. And I could maybe even bring in Stony Strength, which is a really good pump spell.
I will protect the virtue of this
more as like a way to block and still be aggressive, more like, but... Or be aggressive and still block, I guess. Alright, Finale of Revelation. Yeah, draws all of their cards, basically. No maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Oh, they could have gone for 2 more. Shame on them. They forgot about the Leafkin Druid. They have Wishes. Yeah, Resolve. Go digs for Jace, I'm guessing. Oh, Plain-White Celebration. Is this a Happily Ever After deck? I do want to see them actually finish out this game, see how it goes. Oh, Proliferate. Gets to Ultimate of Nissa. Oh, this is awesome. This is
The land
amazing.
bestows opportunity for
Dude, I'm
those
so
who
glad
are
I've stayed
worthy.
around. And I know a lot of people. I've had the comments down below like it's not okay that someone else's deck is more interesting than yours. Like guys, that is why we play Magic. Is because it's fun to be interesting. Like it's okay. I like seeing people do their stuff. Fabled Passage gets to go dig for a plains or an island because all the forests are out of the deck. You'll hear the Glade, yep. I mean, there is a chance that maybe they don't actually have an answer for, they don't actually have Jace. They don't have something for when they mill themselves out. I doubt it, but we can hope, right? Yeah, might as well at least let them have their fun here. We've already played long enough. I like seeing people do crazy cool things. I like seeing Field of the Dead in decks like this as well. Where you're going this crazy. It's worth having like 2 of them if you're going to be doing stuff like this, especially with all the Arboreal Grazers. And 3 colors definitely gives you enough different kinds of lands. Leafkin Druid gets to draw 3 more cards. Interestingly enough, I don't think they could kill us next turn. So if they do end up drawing themselves out, that'd be kind of fun. All right, pass to my turn. And we do actually need blockers, I guess, but... Alright, now we get the land. Yeah, we just passed turn. We're just letting them have their fun. Spark Devil. I mean, they do get to create lots of Nissas, which means they get to create 3 attackers, which we kept back 3 blockers purposely for that. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
They have wishes. Cool. Draw those extra cards, man. I hope bounces back. They have wishes. They've used up all their blue mana, so I mean, even if they have Jace, they can't actually play it now. Well, I guess they have the blue mana here, and they can still untap. Mass Manipulation. That's fine. I mean, they get to steal all of our stuff, but if they don't kill us and they still draw out... I mean, maybe they have a way to deal with it still. Alright, plays Risen Reef. I mean, so there is still a chance that we win this. I mean, I'm guaranteed this guy has a Jace or some way of still finishing out the game, but 1 card left. Medic Lantern. All right, everything becomes blue. Now they have Jace. I guess now they can play Mass Manipulation. They didn't have that before. They don't have enough damage on board, I don't think. 7. I mean, I guess maybe if they take up the Nissa. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus a few more. Yeah, they're going to have enough.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
This is fun. All right. Now is when, I mean, we said we're gonna let them play it out, so we'll let them play it out. They do get to untap the elementals with Nissa and then go off. And also, I guess, just pump up this breeding pool to be massive with that plain white celebration.
The land shall conquer you.
I mean, we can hope that they, this isn't instant speed, is it?
Harness
I guess,
the elements.
they tick up. No, they haven't tick up. Ticked.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Yeah, plain white celebration, proliferate a million times. Grow everything like crazy. Oh, this is fun. I mean, it would be more fun to be on that side of the table, but this is fine. I'm happy about it. Yeah, it swings in for a million. Turns out they had a way to kill us. A little bit. Alright, up against Cascade. Cascade? Not Cascade, but Cascade. Alright, this is pretty good. We'll keep it. Pelt Collector, Wellborn Preserver. I like it. More creatures grows the Pelt Collector. Or, I mean, the Wellborn Preserver. See, this is the hardest part with this deck. I don't know when to play the Season of Growth. I guess it's, like, the hope is that we get to play it on turn 4 with a pump spell or turn 3 with a pump spell. Yep, no blocks. Down to 19. Interesting. All right, swing in. Oh, no, swing in. Being if I flash this in now or if we do get some sort of trade-off. Let's flash it in now. Okay, down to 19, pass the turn. Plays the Sword Master. All right, let's go Season of Growth and Gilded Goose. I'm not sure if we swing in here. Probably not. The Smitten Swordmaster can kill our stuff. We actually do want land on top. No attacks. That's turn. And actually, Gilded Goose, we get to swing in as a massive, massive creature here. Okay, 1 growth cycle. Maybe it's just both growth cycles. We get to keep Titanic Growth. But if they're in the graveyard, it does help it out a little bit. I guess keeping one of them would have made it a 5/5/5 instead. All right, we can trade off favorably with everything, right? So I guess we swing in. Trying to decide if I care about that. Okay. Pass the turn. Okay, Midnight Reaper comes down. The life gain has been very annoying. I guess I should have pumped and kept the Wellborn Preserver. It can get really big for us. Alright, pass to my turn. Barkide Troll. Throw the Pelt Collector. Yeah, keep it on top. I guess we don't need to play this right now. Actually, let's do, just so that we can make a token as, or make a food token as well. And if we attack in right now, we get in for, do they trade off with the Midnight Reaper? All right, pass the turn. I think I've been playing this a little bit wrong. I need to be playing a bit more, like, get in some aggro damage initially, but then build a board and swing in with a bunch of pump spells, able to just kind of grow whatever thing we need to, be explosive with the one unblocked creature. Foulmire Knight's annoying. Alright, past my turn. I should have made a token like I said I was going to. Take you past the turn. We're almost to being able to play this guy. I'm wanting that just because it's at least a card draw for us. Right, past to my turn. So this has flying. It's whenever it attacks. All right, swinging with the Gilded Goose. Get some value from this. Now we're drawing all of our lands. We have not been able to draw lands like any of these games yet, and now we're finding all of them. Okay, pass the turn. Beanstalk Giant. Yeah, that's annoying. Gets a curry favor here. They probably ought to just play Order of Midnight. That gains flying. No blocks. Alright, we're just gonna sack both of these here. If we don't find anything off the top, we will concede. Growth Cycle is actually massive amounts of damage here. Is it worth going ahead and killing? Like, so the thing is if they trade off with Midnight Reaper with a lot of creatures, we may do enough damage. If I get an extra Growth Cycle off the top here. All right, we're gonna go for it. I was debating on playing it beforehand just in case we found something to give Pelt Collector like a Yorvo to be able to pump him. But we're gonna swing in with everything. They do get a lifelinker. That is annoying. So I guess now we may not, unless we find something off the top here. Do they have removal spell? All right. Yeah, grab a forest. Yeah, okay, that was game anyway. All right. All right, well, this deck isn't as good as I'd hoped for. And maybe I'm just playing it incorrectly, which I know all you guys down in the comments are saying, dude, Jeff, you suck. That's okay. I know. I like having fun. And I tried to build a deck that was more fun than competitive this time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.